Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Kezia Akaz. I like all things beauty, skincare and makeup. Today I'm going to do an in-depth get ready with me, just doing my base and my lips. I have got some palettes to try, they are new. I've got a confession to make. I think I've broke my makeup no-buy, but at the same time I'm not feeling guilty about it because it's actually products I needed. I went to get one of my face palettes out that I hadn't used for a while, and it was grown mold, and there was a dead beetle on top of it. So yeah, I've just decided to get some new palettes. So the palettes I'm going to use are just ones that I got from Home Bargains, and it is the brand Profusion. I'm just going to show you them now. It is the contour palette. It's the contour makeup case, and this is what it looks like. I'm going to use this shade today. I might use the brush, I might not, it just depends when we get there. I also got a highlighting palette, and I also got a conceal palette, but to me it looks like a colour correcting palette. But this is the highlighter palette makeup case, and this is what it looks like. I think I'm going to go into these two shades today. Obviously these are new, but to be honest, this year I've not bought an eyeshadow palette, which I'm really proud of because that's where my weakness is. So yeah, if this sounds good to you, please like and subscribe, it'll help us a lot. So let's get into the video. So I have just used this on my skin. It's the E45 Daily Care Hydration Lotion. I put this on every morning and every night, or I try to if I remember. Makes my skin feel very hydrated. And I also am going to be using, if I can find it, my SPF today, so I'm going to put that on. Apparently, according to some YouTubers, wearing SPF every day is something that you must apparently do. I mean, do whatever you want, but I like to wear my SPF. Not only does this stuff smell incredible, it's part of my skincare routine. But yeah, really love this stuff. Really nice. Obviously, trying to use it up. I'm not going to do my eyes today. I'm just going to do my face and my lips. I have done my brows today, because they really need done. Like, honestly, I need to go and get a wax and tint. And yeah, I've got a few products from MUA which I have fished out. Bought this the other day as well. When I bought this, I needed a setting spray. I haven't got one in my collection, so I went out and bought this. I mean, base makeup, I've only got about 5 palettes for face now, so I don't feel guilty. I'm also going to be using this, which is the Pro Base Hyaluronic Acid Jelly Primer. In Superdrugs, it's about £6. It used to be a £5. The best primer in my collection. It makes my skin feel so dewy, and it grips my makeup. I feel like I should just be doing a full face of MUA at this point. So yeah, and I'm just going to put some more of that E45 on as well. Really going out with my primer today. I'm also feeling quite stressed with the fact that, as I said, there was a bit of dust and a bit of mould on 2 of my face palettes, so they've had to be chucked out. And also I found a black beetle dead in one of my palettes. I don't know how in the name of Lord did it get there. I mean, it wasn't in one of my shades, it was literally inside, like, of my palette collection. And I keep my face and my eye palettes you know, separate, but in between one of my palettes and the other palette there was just a beetle. I didn't dare touch it in case it moved, but as I went to move it, nothing. But yeah, that's the story of the beetle. I'm going to put this on my face. Normally you set your makeup with it, but I like to put it before I put it on. The only downside of this, guys, is it is in the shade, like, it's got a scent, sorry. It's got a scent of coconut, and I absolutely hate anything that smells like coconut. Oh, it makes us sick. Makes me feel very sick. And yeah, it's an unpopular opinion, but I hate the scent of coconut. I like to just mix everything in, and now my skin is feeling a bit hydrated, to say the least. Anyway, I've also got another primer to use, and this is new as well. This is the Pro Base Glow Dew Illuminating Primer in the shade Spark. I do have the one in the shade Flare, but it's only when I tan that I use that one. And this stuff just gives my face a nice shine. And again, it's a primer, so primes my skin. Now this feels really sticky, which is fine. It's fine. It's sticky, but it does the job, and you don't need a lot of it. A lot of that goes a long way. Now, I can get on with the makeup. And the foundation I'm going to use is my beloved, and sorry guys, I haven't got a towel on my lap, so I'm just wiping it on my leggings. I'm going to use this, which is my Natural Collection Hydration and Radiance Foundation. Absolutely love this foundation. Not very popular. I don't know if Natural Collection's still around. Someone tell us in the comments if it is. And again, I'm just going to put this all over my skin. This is a light coverage foundation, so you can build it up. I'm going to get another one of this if this is still going, because I find it really difficult if like I want a foundation and it turns out the brand stopped. But yeah, I've also been looking through my eyeshadow palette collection, and I have had a bit of a declutter. And I've found that in my eyeshadow collection there is palettes from brands that are no longer a thing, or palettes that you can't get anymore. One of the palettes I have just decluttered is from Lime Crime, and it was the second one, the pinky green one. I have just decluttered that, and that is the most expensive palette I have in my collection. It was £56 when I bought it in Boots. It was the last one available. I have just decluttered that. I've also decluttered my Sensorium palette. Because it used to give us joy every time I opened it, but it doesn't anymore. I'm quite disappointed. This is what my skin's looking at right now. As you can see, my skin is quite shiny, so I will have to sort that out. It's also very dark, this foundation, but it's fine because I can light it up. I'm just going in with another layer. I also like to go over my eyes with it. I've been enjoying the light coverage things recently. Been doing that in my own time because I've not really been leaving the house. As I'm filming this, I'm supposed to be going to the cinema to see the new Snow White film, but sadly my mental health and my low mood's just making us feel like crap, so I'm not leaving the house today. So I thought I'd film instead. Film. It looks very, very dewy, this foundation, so that's what I'm going for. I'm also going to add a skin tint to it, and this is Lacura, and it's in the shade 2. This is what it looks like. I miss Lacura doing the dupes of the Urban Decay palettes. I did have them, but I decluttered them, and now I kind of wish I had them back. But even if they were in Aldi, it's Aldi's brand, I think, not Lidl. I wouldn't be able to buy them anyway because I'm on a eyeshadow palette ban. And as I say, I don't feel guilty for buying face products because I've only got 5 in my collection and I've got about 25 eyeshadow palettes, which doesn't seem like a lot, but I'm someone that gets overwhelmed with eyeshadows. And I've been watching a lot of eyeshadow palette declutters recently, and I'm like, how do people not get so like stressed out around having a lot of eyeshadow palettes? Because to be honest, on a day-to-day basis, I struggle to decide. But maybe at the end of the year I might have a massive declutter. I've got so many ideas of what I'm going to do for my channel wise in autumn and winter. A few ideas have come to mind. I'm going to actually start doing, if I can, I might do a advent calendar opening. Might get some advent calendars. I also think as well, I'm going to do some more browny greyish looks, some autumn colours that I prefer over summer, but again, try my best. I'm also trying at the moment, and I should just say this, I was going to talk about it in another video, but I've already touched on it in previous videos. But again, comments. Just because I do things that you might not agree with or do looks that you don't like, there is no need to keep making comments saying that a colour doesn't suit us. However, I am going to just say this now. A comment was made on one of my shorts. I did a blue shimmery with a bit of purple look, and I got a comment, and I'm not going to name the person, saying that the colour didn't suit us. I already know that, hun. I am not a blue eyeshadow gal. The only reason why I did it is because I'm sick of using the same colour every single day, and I wanted to try and experiment out. I also want to say that people will get sick of us doing the same looks every day, and to be honest, I wanted to challenge myself. And I'm going in with this palette now, and I've decided I'm going to highlight first, and I'm going to go into this shade here, which is called Charming, and I'm going to go into Dreamy, and I'm going to mix them. And I'm not going to be using the brush in here. I'm going to use this one, and I'm just going to see how it goes on my face. Not that my skin can get any more shinier. In fact, I might use this brush, see what it's like. It's quite cute actually. And I like to highlight everywhere. And I do like Profusion as a brand. I think they're a really good brand, to be honest. They're always posting on Instagram things, and I'm always following them. So that is my face highlighted. Oh wow. So I look like a disco ball, and now I'm going to go into the contour shade palette, sorry, and I'm going to go into this shade here, just to matte it out a bit. But yeah, sorry about that rant before, guys. I honestly know blue does not suit me. And the comment was, soz, but not your colour. I was like, I totally agree with you, hun. I really do not like blue on my eyes. Apparently it makes us look aged, as in makes us look old. Oh well. At least if I ever decide to do a film and I need to look like an old granny, then I know to wear blue. I think my skin looked actually okay. That piece of hair needs to bog off. And while I remember, I'm just going to put that brush away. I'm also going to contour and, well, I'm going to bronze it up. I use my contours bronze sometimes, and I'm just going to go into this shade here. The only thing that I'm not going to be putting on my face is blush, because you know, if you have watched us for a while, I'm not a big fan. Because knowing me, I'll probably do it wrong and I'd end up looking absolutely horrendous, and I've just pulled myself in the eye with my brush. So I'm now going to be blind for the rest of this video. Lucky I'm not doing my eyes today on camera. Oh. My eyes starting to water, for goodness sakes. And my hair is an absolute mess. I always tie my hair up when I do videos, because I don't want my hair to be all over the place. Now I'm just going to go back into my beauty sponge and I'm just going to put the excess foundation on. Okay, it's not going on my nose very well. My nose is still a bit red. I really like this palette actually. I think it looks really nice. I'm glad I bought that. It was only $3.99 each. I have got the concealing palette, but that looks more like a colour correcting palette. So I'm not a big fan. But then again, we can't have it all. My skin is very red at the moment. I think it's because of the weather. I'm always having bad skin in summer. My skin's always oily in summer and always dry in winter. But again, my skin is not perfect and it never will be. You can probably see on my face I've got acne scars, and I've got from when I had chickenpox when I was younger. I had severe acne when I was younger, which was so uncomfortable. I did everything to try and treat it. I'm now going to go back into this and I'm just going to spritz what I've got done. I'm just going to pat it in because I like to do that. I'm also going to use some concealer, which is also from MUA. I haven't used this concealer in a long time. And to be honest, I do love MUA things. I think MUA is one of the brands that doesn't get talked about a lot, but their products are really good. I've supported them for a long time now. I'm just going to do some on there. And I think as well, I think it's going up in price, but it's not to the point where I can't afford it or like it's outrageous prices. I think there's a lot of makeup going up in price, and I think, to be honest, if I'm being totally honest, I think it's getting far too expensive, some makeup brands. I do not agree with makeup brands bringing loads of new products out and just putting them at a high price because they want to get them sold. But yeah, next thing, and probably the last thing I'm going to do, is my lips. And again, no surprise, MUA. I've been wanting to get a red lipstick for a while, so I got that in the lip gloss, which is this one here. So I'm going to test these out. I don't have oh shit, I forgot to shut it and put it in, so it's all over the lid. I'll get that washed out in a bit. Ooh. That is so creamy. That is nice. A nice bold red lip. And that is my lips and my face done, guys. Why does my skin always look like really old? I'm just going to quickly put some concealer on my eyelids. And it means if I want to film after this, at least I've got my base sorted. I do have dark circles around my eyes. So yeah, guys, that's it from me. If you liked my video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.